Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniela and today we'll continue with Mindhunter, this time the first episode of the second season. Already finished one season and it was quite interesting. I really like it. It's an interesting idea. Haven't seen anything like this. Sure, there are movies and shows with serial killers, but it seemed more, I don't know, kind of real. Usually it's about, the things that they did or they are gonna do, but not something like being interviewed like this. And also the cast was amazing, or I think it was amazing. The actors they chose for playing the serial killers, I think there was quite a um, quite of a big resemblance, especially Ed Kemper, which is not easy to find someone that has the same kind of the same stature. It was really good. Um, Through the season, we got some pieces of information, kind of visual, and also in the beginning, um, it was a case they were talking about, about the woman and the kid that were assaulted and murdered. And after that, we've seen, I don't know, minutes, not even minutes, I think more like seconds of this man, going around being kind of obnoxious in a way, but maybe it's just a weird dude, see him at his workplace. At the end of the season, we see him burning some interesting drawings of people in all these weird, not so comfortable positions. Um, and it's a bit suspicious, but again, I do believe it's BTK killer, so nothing is surprising about that. Also, we ended the episode with the kind of the bureau, what is called, the behavior science unit, kind of in pieces. And there was an interview, and because of kind of Holden being, I don't know, a bit too excited in a way about this whole thing and not following certain rules, the Bill and Wendy are a bit upset, and um, I kind of feel that they are kind of distancing themselves, not only from Holden but also from each other. I don't know what is going to happen in this season with the whole investigation team. Holden visit Kemper, and he got out pretty bad. Um, I mean, I was like, I know the reason why he was so kind of friendly with him and with the others, Brudos, and being more close, is to kind of get under their skin and getting more close to them will give him the informations they need. They will be more open to discussions and to tell their stories. But at the same time, he was taking a great risk, especially now with at Kemper. I don't know if he truly saw that there is kind of not friendship but a closeness with him, because when Brutus told him that Kemper said that he's an idiot or something like that, Holden was, or at least seemed, quite offended by that. So I don't know if, again, if he really thinks there is, because he was so open with them, a connection kind of created between them. But he took a great risk getting so close to Kemper in the hospital. Also, kind of not threatened, but in a way, there was a bit of a threat when Kemper told him that he could easily kill him. No one could do anything. By the time they got there, he would be done with Holden. And the fact that he also hugged him, Kemper hugged Holden, it was too much, and fortunately he got out of there alive. But of course, the panic attack and it was pretty bad. I don't know how that is gonna affect his, let's say, future. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna be more cautious, follow certain rules, certain procedures, even if he gets less information, but at least is in a safe way, safe from him getting hurt, safe from other people, the higher ups, getting upset and being some intervention from them. But yeah, I can't wait to see this episode. Anyway, as usual, I got something to drink, is coffee. The episode is ready to start. So without further ado, let's do this. Bungalow ranch style. Erotic asphyxiation, self one. And keep you till death's eyes. Inflatable doll. I blew up your body. Don't be scared, this is just... I was just goofing around.
You want to go play with them, Brian? Here, give me your jacket. Go ahead. You'll be great. There you go.
You let him play football?
It's more like smear the queer. The older boys are good with them. It's nice to see.
Just worry they're so big.
They'll be fine. There he is.
Mom, I played football.
Oh, Brian.
Did
Look at
you?
your shirt.
He looks like a winner. Like he played the game.
I'm with the Bureau in the psychology department. We work on special projects.
Top secret?
No, nothing like that. I'm in a unit that studies repeat offenders.
Things like what?
We deal specifically with people who commit compulsive crimes. Like Son of Sam, Boston Strangler, like that.
How do you study them?
We interview them. You know, it's not really barbecue conversation.
Did they tell you why they do it?
Oddly, some of them love to talk about it. When we interviewed Richard Speck...
You sat in the same room with Richard Speck?
You never told me that.
I don't like to hear about things like that, though. I make Rod turn off the news or I'd never sleep.
So what'd he kill?
7, 8 nurses.
9. Why'd he do it? What'd he say?
Lunch, everybody!
Trust me, you don't want to know.
Sure we do.
Oh, he had a mental breakdown.
Ford, please. I got it. Please.
Agent Ford, I need you to calm down. Look at me. I need to know you'll remain calm and I'll release you. All right?
Poor baby. Ah,
Shepard called. He ordered copies of all our tapes and transcripts. I'm about to send them up.
Guess he doesn't want any more surprises.
He wants to see you this afternoon.
Brought you a housewarming gift. It's been under my desk for 3 years.
I thought we were friends, Don. BTK.
Find, torture, kill.
But this has been cold for a while.
His last victim was in '77. But a little while ago, he had a near miss.
How many's he got?
7, we think. Plus this woulda, coulda, shoulda. Anna Williams, 63. Then she receives this poem and her driver's license in the mail.
'Twas perfect plan of deviant pleasure, so bold on that spring night. O.A., why didn't you appear?
The Otero family, 74. There were so many things that were... just couldn't have been planned. A couple of months later, the police got their first letter. Gave details only the real guy could know. That's when they called. After the last one, they asked if they should tell the city they had a predator.
You said probably about one of them.
Catherine Bright. He never claimed her, but left a witness, her brother.
Bill, I'm finally doing it.
I'm sorry, sir. Doing what?
retired?
Congratulate me. I'm retiring. The timing is perfect. I found someone to take over who I think will be very good for the BSU. Ted Gunn, Assistant Director of Public Affairs in D.C. He heard about our convictions in the Devier and Solt cases, and based on that, he passed on the top floor of the Hoover building. And he intends to make our approach practice.
I just finished the Devier tapes. They're 5 minutes and 58 seconds missing. You go from discussing school bus times to a full confession. Whatever happened in that gap must have been awfully compelling. Who's responsible for this lapse?
Agent Ford.
You expressed concerns about Agent Ford to OPR. Why?
My experience is that instinct can sometimes get you into trouble. Interrogations, they're partnerships. It's challenging when your partner goes his own way.
Should I cut Agent Ford loose?
No.
Holden's practices may be questionable, but it was his idea to interview violent felons. And when we started using what we'd learned anecdotally, it was his,
Instinct which guided you?
He gets things out of sociopaths that polite methods just don't. It would be more than detrimental to release Agent Ford, sir.
That is precisely the way I see it. I need you to be Agent Ford's blinders. Keep him from swinging too wide of the mark. Can I count on you for that?
Absolutely, sir. Dr. Carr gives essential context to everything we do here.
Are you on the same page?
We'd have to ask her, sir. I'd like to think we are.
OPR investigation is, in my opinion, imprudent. I'm working to have it dismissed. I'll let you know when I'm successful.
That'd be a relief.
Panic attack is a miscued fight or flight mechanism. You think it's a heart attack, but the body is just sending oxygen to organs that need it for defense. You'll want to watch for panic disorder and repeat episodes.
What caused it in the first place?
I treat the body, not the mind. I can send you down the hall to look at ink blots, but my advice is manage your stress and try not to do whatever you were doing the first time it happened.
Stop hugging it, Kemper.
I see your contribution here as critical, and the integrity of your research foundational to everything we hope to do at the BSU.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, sir.
What can you tell me about Agent Ford and his role?
Agent Ford is inspired, but he tends to acknowledge data only if it supports his hypotheses. His choices are always interesting, but he tends toward myopic and impulsive.
And yet, successful. I believe all great things are created in the place between method and madness, Dr. Carr. Agent Ford needs to be able to make choices during interviews, which may be atypical.
Are you asking me to condone unprofessional behavior?
Not at all. I'm asking you to help me prevent it.
You're gonna take the weekend, get your shit together, and on Monday morning, you're gonna present yourself as an able, responsible, and professional. And no one need ever know about this episode. But from now on, it's my rules. If I tell you to shut your mouth, you shut your mouth. Wendy, last week, I shouldn't have accused you.
No, you shouldn't have. No, I'm not interested in the internal politics of the FBI. But I spoke with Gunn, and it sounds like we're getting a fresh start, so apology accepted.
And I apologize.
We don't want DC to give us their permission. We want them to see us as the train leaving the station and fear being left behind.
How do we do that?
Results. Tell me, who's the one you want more than anything?
Manson.
The one Shepard said you couldn't get.
Oh, Manson.
I'll get you Manson, but I need something from you in return.
You got it.
I need total transparency. You will have a direct line of communication with me, but I want your assurance I will never be blindsided, ever.
You needn't worry about me. Ted told me he's getting us Manson.
How'd that happen?
Manson doesn't really fit into the category of psychosexuals that we've interviewed.
You're saying we shouldn't talk to the most infamous murderer of the 20th century?
Manson never killed anyone.
With OPR, I took full responsibility for suggesting the transcripts be altered. That will not hang over any of you.
I was completely honest as well.
What did you tell them?
I told them the truth. I explained that you asked me to alter the transcript.
Shepard made the decision to destroy the tape, so he had the most to lose. Bill, you were adamant about getting rid of it, so it wasn't you. And Wendy, I was frankly shocked to hear Bill accuse you.
We were all in a bit of shock, Holden.
Wendy had no reason to send the tape. You sent the spec tape to OPR.
I felt like we were getting him deeper into...
Jesus Christ.
We needed to be honest.
You needed to be honest.
Why didn't you come to us, Greg?
I did, but you all chose a cover-up.
I think we need to trust moving forward that decisions affecting the entire unit will not be made without discussion.
I don't think Benedict Arnold gets a vote anymore.
I was in the hospital.
Are you all right?
Yes. I am now. I had a panic attack. Actually, they said I had several. I don't remember. I was heavily sedated. The doctor told me I might have panic disorder.
Has this ever happened before?
No, never.
Have you had any sense?
The opposite. I feel energized. I want to get back to work, and we're finally getting the support we need. At the same time, I don't want anything...
Specifically, what precipitated the episode?
I went to see Kemper.
By yourself? Panic attacks are often brought on by feelings of acute vulnerability. Psychopaths are extremely manipulative, and he knows you, so he would know exactly your areas of sensitivity. Did he threaten you?
No, not exactly. He hugged me.
When we empathize with a psychopath, we actually negate the self. We deny our own beliefs about decency and humanity, and that can be very dangerous.
I can handle it.
Places a lot of stock in Holden. Actually, he charged me with keeping him on rails.
Really?
Why is that funny?
He asked me the same thing. He's shrewder than we thought.
2 babysitters, better than 1.
True.
Oh no.
I just wanted to say, I've only had the honor of working with you for 3 of your 27 years. With your support, we've lifted the mask from evil and are peering into the very mind of the criminal. Our little unit thanks you, sir. I just feel like...
Oh, I can't wait to hear how you feel. You arrogant, self-serving twerp. I put in 27 years, went from brick agent to corner office, and I'm leaving everything I worked for with the giant stain of you all over it. You honestly believe I'm retiring? You vain, glorious
I
little
knew
shit.
it.
I'm being forced out because somebody has to take the fall for your insubordination, reckless lack of judgment, and titanic vanity. Is all of that fresh-scrubbed earnestness just an act, or are you truly oblivious to the wreckage you leave in your wake? I survived a war, the streets of Baltimore and Hoover. And I'm finally being finished off by you? What? Jesus, you really are a pussy. No, it's mine.
So that was a thing. Damn, I feel so sorry for Holden, and unfortunately, not many people understand him. I mean, Bill already has his own take on psychiatrists and psychologists, and also the time where the man should man up and be okay even if he's not okay. So I don't know what to say. I don't know how he's gonna act at his next interview. He wants to interview Manson, but I really want to see the difference between then and and now it's unfortunate because I think Holden has to hide his panic attacks so he can, do these interviews and, go on the field. Because, I don't think they're gonna let him if they find out he still has his attacks. So, Shepard retired. I thought it was a bit weird, the timing, but I thought, just a coincidence. But he was in fact pushed out of the job. As he said, someone had to take the fall, and they brought a new guy, Ted Gunn. He seems more open-minded, interested in what they are doing, interested in the progress and the utility of this whole unit. He has trust in Holden, but at the same time he put Wendy and Bill as his babysitters, which is great. Also, the case of BTK got to Bill, and I can't wait to see what is gonna do with him. I mean, it's not that they're gonna catch him. Also, the third season is on hold, so I don't think they're gonna go too far into the future. He was caught in the 2000s, early 2003 or 4 or something like that. But it's gonna be interesting to see if they are gonna follow the case. I think this season has less episodes than the other one, so it's gonna be fun. Anyway, I think this is all I have to say about this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye.